Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, and we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. On Friday, then on Sunday.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Slim, and it's Jeffries in at the 4. They've got Lewis, and it's Collins in at the 1. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
Pass to Vega. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Hits the three-point bomb.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Collins. Pass to Vega. Kicks it out to Collins. Shoots over Singleton. Collins, good. Collins has got his second basket of the night.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He could roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Lewis passes to Vega. Shot from 12. Chalk up 2 there.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Pass to Singleton. Drills it from outside. Singleton's got 5 now.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
1:33 left in the first quarter of the game. Collins passes to Lewis. Here's Vega. Puts the fade away right on the money.
Probably didn't need the fade on that shot, but he might have thought the defender was a little bit closer.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
So both teams changing it up here. While we have a chance, let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season.
Well, last year they took great pride in rebounding, understanding the importance of winning the possession battle.
1:11 left in the first quarter. That's tipped. Shot clock at 5. Irving dishes to Jenkins. Fires from way outside. Collins grabs the miss.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
And he gets the jumper to drop. He has 7.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
Right wing. Here's Lou. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Collins looking around. Here's Vega. 6 to shoot. Back to Collins. Fires it up. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Collins has got 9.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Up by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. We've got Irving. Williams is out there with Lou. And it's Freeman Liberty in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Lets it fly. Connects. The jumper drops.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Williams is out there with Lou. Then there's Irving. And it's Freeman Liberty in at the 5. Count that one. Gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game. An outstanding 75% mark. Cloak loose, and it ends up out of bounds, and they'll keep possession.
And here's a look at the stats for Slim. How he did last season. 4th in field goal percentage, 6th in assists, and you look at his three-point field goal percentage. How about top 10 in the league? He did not miss often.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Driving inside. Clock at 6. Outside Lewis from beyond the arc and then some. Lewis has got his first 3 points of the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Slim. From past the arc, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. GA, you hear about 3-level scores, but is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Now, here's Collins. He's got 9. Vega, good on the 13-footer. Vega's got 6.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Singleton. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Here's Lewis. Pass to Collins. Here's Vega. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Lou passes to Singleton. Just 5 to shoot, and the shot is good. 9 points in the game so far.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Lewis outside. Pass to Vega. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Lou. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Lou's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Here's Vega. Connects from 3-point range. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Up 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Two quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise you, Ernie, it was not me. I never throw the first chicken wing.
Yeah, I can't believe you just snitched Kenny.
Well, I don't care who did it. You're both cleaning it up.
But Ernie, it was Kenny.
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
And a few times, even when they didn't have a good look, they made it look good.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Vega. They've got Slim. And it's Jeffries in at the 4-man position. Moon with it. He's against Jeffries. 4 on the shot clock. The game now all-time. Collins has got 12 points in the game.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Collins has gotten everything to go for him. 5 attempts, 5 makes. Pass to Singleton. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Gotten off 4 shots from 3-point range tonight and buried every one of them. To the inside. Pass to Vega. Fires the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. 14 points for him.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the 3rd. Now, here is Singleton. Defense right on him. And finished off by Singleton.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And the timeout taken by Jerry Sloan. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half, and they take the lead. Vega's got 6 here in this quarter.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Pass to Jeffries, and taken away by Moon. Here's Hooper. Oh, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Now, here is Singleton. 14 points for him. And the 3 ball is good. Slim's got 9.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
.135 left in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. Vega, that's good.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Pass to Jeffries. Here is Slim. Fades and shoots. He gets that one. 11 points in the game.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now here's Lewis. Intercepted. Down low. It's stolen. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Three-pointer nailed from three-point land. Lewis has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond. And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here's Lewis. 6 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Vega's got 11 points here in just the second half. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Up by 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Slim, good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
They've got Slim, and it's Lou in at the small forward. It's intercepted. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Six on the shot clock. Good on the three-point shot.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Stolen away. And Lewis comes to help. To take the lead. Basket is good.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
And the timeout taken by Jerry Sloan. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what coach is looking for.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now, here's Lewis. And stolen by Singleton. Jacks up a three. He drills the three.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Here's Collins. It's good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Jenkins. There's the shot. Feed away from outside.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stop down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Puts it up. Nails the jumper.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here is Jeffries. 4 on the clock.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. A three-pointer. Good.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
Misses the deep 3.
And I think that one could have easily fallen forward.
The 3 goes down.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
.44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Oh! 5 on the clock. Another chance. And there's the 3.
Tremendous vision. Passing out of the shot. That's great decision making.
A critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
And they come back with a 3 of their own.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Pick off in midair.
Oh,
yes! Rips it down with 2 hands.
That's not what I was expecting.
Me either. I don't think anybody was. Even he didn't know what he was going to pull off on that one. Spectacular.
Oh, he knew what he was going to pull off, because you got to practice that one. You don't just come up with a slam like that on the fly. You got to rehearse stuff like that.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Taken away.
Opportunistic defense on that possession, guys.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out. Shoot 2.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And so they get the victory here at home. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.